N8n will keep you broke. Okay? Like, it will keep you broke. Okay? This is all just hype. Okay? This, like, when you see this, the reason you believe in this and you're so passionate about it is because you're like, wow, bro, see how this is connected to this and this is connected to that. And it just looks cool on paper. It just looks very fancy. But in reality, the brutal truth is that it does not solve a real issue within a business. Okay? Yes, I'm not saying that it doesn't solve any issues and it's like you can't sell it at all. Yes, you can sell it. Yes, you can. But what you're selling is you're not selling a real solution that a business can make a lot of money from. Okay? What you're basically selling is like it automates your emails, or it sends a message, or it like creates like a lead tracking list, right? These are the most common and solutions out there. And yeah, this may save time for businesses. Okay. And yes, I also agree that businesses, the more time they save, and time is money and all of that, right? But it doesn't directly make them money. Okay. So yeah, yes, you can still pitch it as like, it doesn't directly make you money, but it will save you time, the time that you can use on other things. I completely get that. But if you have a solution on AI that can directly make business owners more money, they're more likely to buy that, and they're more likely to pay higher prices for that, and you're more likely to make money. Okay? Because you have to think like this. When you're selling to business owners, you need to know what's going on inside of their mind. And business owners are in business for what? To make money, right? They're not in business to save time or do some fancy shit like that. They're in business to make money, right? So when you come with a solution to them and you try and pitch them your shit, right? My AI agent is going to do like is going to automate your emails and also create lead tracking lists for you, right? And you ask them for like what, 5K, right? Because honestly, you don't want to charge. I know you can charge $100, $200, $300, $500, but you're going to need a shit ton of clients, right? But if you want to be charging like high ticket prices, like 5K, which is, for example, what I charge, but I'm going to show you in a second how and what I sell, right? You can't charge these kind of prices because if you ask for like, okay, give me even $3,000 and I'll automate your emails, right? The business owner will think, okay, I give him $3,000, but how much money will I make back from him? Because business owners think in terms of ROI, right? Which is return on investment. So I give you $5,000. What do you give me back? If there is no clear ROI that I will give you $10,000 back, or I will give you $20,000 back, or I will give you $15,000, whatever, right? If there is no clear ROI and the only ROI is I'll save you 10 hours a week, yes, it still sells, but not as well as selling something which has a clear money-driven ROI, which is okay. You give me 5K, I give you 20K next month, because that's what they really, really want. Okay, so that's when I understood that. That's when I went from selling n8n agents to selling AI receptionists. Okay, and yeah, a lot of people tell me it's just a voice AI receptionist, it's just a receptionist, right? You can't sell it for 5K and all of that. I'm going to show you in a second why I can sell it for $5,000, why it's not just a receptionist, and how this is a lot better than selling n8n agents. Okay, so AI receptionist, basically what it does is it just picks up calls. Simple as that. Simple as that. It picks up calls, right? Picks up calls, and the business owners won't have to rely on staff and hire more staff and pay them more to pick up calls for them. Okay? But this makes the business more money directly. Okay, how? Because let me show you this. There's a study, okay, 411 local study, you can go check it up. It monitored inbound calls to 85 small to medium US businesses across 58 different industries over 30 days. Okay, so there's a lot of industries, a lot of businesses in the US, right, over 30 days. What they found out was that only 37.8% of the calls were answered by a human, which is a receptionist. Another 37.8 went directly to voicemail, right? So meaning still didn't pick up, right? And 24.3 of them were missed entirely. No voicemail, no pickup, nothing, right? And also voicemail is still no pickup, right? So no pickup, 37.8, and then 37.8 went to voicemail, meaning 62% of calls were missed, right? 62% of the calls a business were getting were missed, and only 38% of them were answered. That means, why do you call a business? Let's say you're, I don't know, let's say you wanna start a new gym, right? You call a business. Why do you call it? Because you have some questions and you wanna potentially sign up, right? So every time a business is missing calls, they're missing out on leads that could be paying them money. Okay, so what this means is, if you put it down into like how much money these businesses are leaving out on the table because they don't have an AI receptionist and because they're missing 62% of the calls. Let's say a dentist, right? A dentist has a human receptionist and they're getting 100 leads and 100 calls per month, right? Out of those 100, they managed to pick up 38 of those calls, okay? And let's say out of those 38 people, 80% of them books an appointment for cleaning, whatever, right? Let's say for teeth whitening, right? 30 clients out of those 38 people that were calling turn into customers or clients, right? And if each one of them pays them $400 each, the business made $12,000, right? The dental clinic made $12,000. But on the other hand, 70% of the calls were unanswered. And if those calls were answered, for example, by our AI receptionist, at the same conversion rate, which is 80%, 56 more clients could have got converted, which would pay them $400 each, and the business could have made an extra $22,400. So yeah, they made $12,000. They could have made $34,400, which is almost 35 grand, which is almost a fucking 3x revenue increase. 2 point whatever, right? But that's how much more money we could have made the business just by answering the phone quicker. So yeah, people tell me, like, I see a lot of comments on my Instagram, oh, but it's just an AI receptionist, it just picks up the phone. No, it's not just an AI receptionist. You don't see it. This is the problem it's solving. It's a huge problem that directly makes the business back more money. So it's not just an AI receptionist. It is a solution that can almost 3x their business revenue because it never lets a lead go missed. And a lot of leads are going missed, as you can see here, because they have a human receptionist, and the human receptionist may be sleeping, right? They may be not at work, right? Closed hours, people still call, right? The human receptionist could be busy with something. The human receptionist could be busy, I don't know, doing admin work or some shit like that, right? There is hundreds of things human receptionist does. So these businesses are losing out on a lot of money, right? And our AI receptionist, which is very simple, it just picks up the phone, right? Let me show you a video actually, if I have it somewhere. Here is it. Look at this. This is what it basically does.
Full name, preferred date. Okay.
How do I play this?
Hello, thank you for calling Clinic. How may I help you today?
Hey, I want to book an appointment for cleaning.
Okay, I can help you with that. To book your appointment, could you please provide your full name, preferred date? Okay. The earliest we can book you in is for tomorrow, November 9th at 10 a.m. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works.
Perfect. So to confirm, you're all set for a cleaning appointment tomorrow, November 9th.
Basically, this video is cut up, this video is sped up, right? But basically, you call it answers the phone like this. It doesn't let it ring because it's a robot, right? It doesn't have to. It's a robot, so it doesn't let it ring, right? What it basically does is picks up the phone. Whatever you prompted, okay, you're gonna ask for their name, they're gonna ask for their email, they're gonna ask for what kind of appointment they want. It asks, and then it books them in straight into the back end calendar of the business. And that way the business never loses out on any leads, okay? Now, if you were to pitch this, even at $20,000, No, sorry. Let's say you pitch this at $5,000 or even $10,000. You're like, okay, hey, dentist clinic, I want you to pay me $5,000 upfront, and I want you to pay me $1,000 every month. And I'm going to give you an AI receptionist, which is going to make you $20,000 extra per month. Why? Just look at this. Right here. Right here. Broken down in numbers. You're going to give me $5,000 or $10,000 and then $1,000 or $3,000 every month. And I'm going to make you back $20,000 every month. Fair deal? How is this not a fair deal? Right? Like you have like a money-driven ROI, a very clear ROI. Right? It's not, I'm going to save you 10 hours of time, which you can use on making 10,000 more dollars. No, I'm not going to save you time. Yes, I'm going to save you time, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to directly make you more money by booking you more appointments, by never letting a lead ever go missed again, which you are losing out on a lot right now because of your human receptionist. That's why you don't sell, that's why I don't sell n8n solutions anymore, and that's why I sell AI receptionist. Because it has a clear money-driven ROI. And I was also, when I saw this in the beginning, I was like, wow, bro, this looks cool. And when I show this to business owners, they're going to be very like fascinated, like, bro, this is connected to that one, and this is how we put it together and all of that. It looks cool on paper. I promise you it looks cool on paper, but this isn't really solving a real issue. Automating emails or sending messages is not solving a real issue. But never letting a lead ever go miss again for a business is a real issue that we're solving, a big problem that we're solving, and a problem that is going to make the business back a shit ton of money. So that's why, yes, you can sell n8n solutions right now, and yeah, they may exist in the future, or there may be get better, right? People come up with better workflows. But if, like, I completely agree to that, right? But if you can't directly make the business more money back, and all you can do is just save them some time, you won't be able to charge prices like 5K, right? You won't be able to charge that. What you can charge is $500 or $1,000 maximum, because the issue isn't that big. The bigger problem you solve, the more money you can make a business owner. Okay, because money making is just taking stress out of people by solving their problems. If the problem is small, you get paid a small amount of fee. If the problem is big and you can make them a lot of money back, you can charge this, right? So really think about it. I know maybe you're very passionate about n8n and you may hate me for this, and you're like, oh, bro, he's trying to sell his course, bro. You can do all of that. But if you really think with an open mind, make business owners more money, and they can pay you more money. Save business owners more time, yes, cool, but they won't be able to pay you a lot of money. Okay, now for AI receptionist, I do have a full video out there on the whole business model, breaking it down. It's called How I Sell and whatever, I don't even remember. It's a 30-minute long video. I think it's the one with the most views on my channel. If you want to watch it, go ahead and watch it. I break down the whole business model there, how I sell this, why this works, why it doesn't work. And if you're interested in starting your own AI agency by selling just like I'm doing and my one-to-one students are doing, I do a one-to-one mentorship, not a course, not a $9.99, $9.97 course, a full one-to-one mentorship where I one-to-one teach you how to set up your AI agency, and that is only for serious people, and it is limited spots. If you're interested in that, click the link down below, book a call, we'll see if you're the right fit. I'll show you how it works, and then if it's the right decision for both of us, the right fit, possibly get you on and get to start your own AI agency and close your first couple of clients.